You wake up in a trashed hotel room with no knowledge of who you are or what you're doing there. Eventually you discover that you're a police officer and that there's a dead guy hanging in the tree out back, whose murder you need to solve. And this is basically the start of the high concept RPG Disco Elysium. This mystery-solving game really does the role-playing better than any other role-playing game I've played. When building your character, you choose which attributes you're good at, and within those attributes are the skills you use to perform every action you take in the game. Whether you're a smart cop, dirty cop, or an angry drunk cop, the game doesn't tell you how to play your character, which is easily the best part of Disco Elysium. With the dice rolling system to go along with your skills, it truly does feel like I'm playing a tabletop RPG. So many games focus on mechanics that solely pertain to combat or skills that have a mechanical gain. Meanwhile, this game lets you focus on the skills that you want to be important, whether it's talking to your inner self, reconstructing scenes, or how fast your hand-eye coordination is. It's a very straightforward system, and it lends itself nicely with the narrative, putting how you approach the game at the forefront of the experience. Now, fair warning, just because you love RPGs doesn't mean you're necessarily going to like this game. Even though the game slowly introduces the world to you through a vessel that has no memory of it, Disco Elysium has a fully realized world with history, politics, class struggles, religion, and so much more. Not that this is a bad thing, but its depth can be a bit overwhelming if you're just looking to solve a simple mystery. You're also going to be doing a lot of reading, and the general pacing of the game can sometimes feel like it's not going fast enough. This is amplified by the number of side quests you end up doing. So yeah, don't expect this deeply personal, psychological, and political RPG to be fast-paced with a lot of action. The painted landscape and art direction helps the game feel visually unique. While it wasn't my favorite art style, it was by no means bad, and my heightened interest in the narrative overshadowed any minor critiques I might have had about it. The great use of color and detail really depicts how dirty the town is, and shows its dark and dreary history openly. The art not only shows people struggling to survive, but it really helps you feel that struggle as well. The music, aside from the First District soundtrack, isn't really that memorable. None of the tracks are bad in any way, but I was never blown away by the selection. They weren't annoying, and some of the jingles, after hearing them so much, were pleasant enough to hum along to.
Your fingers find their way into the shackle, flicking open its spring-loaded gate.
The audio feedback, however, was really good. When rolling the dice, you knew before you even saw the result whether you succeeded or not. I always dreaded that glass cracking noise indicating a failed roll. Now, without diving into spoiler territory, I'll say the narrative was really good, but its ending left me mixed about the experience. I was expecting a climax that was more put together and cognizant of the gameplay decisions I'd made throughout the story, and while some of my choices did matter in the end, others felt unnoticed or irrelevant. It was in no way a bad ending, but I was hoping for something a little more put together, like Telltale's The Wolf Among Us. Overall, this game blew me away with the level of freedom and dialogue choices you have. As a fan of tabletop RPGs like World of Darkness, I love the skill system in this game. It really puts the roleplay into role-playing games and delivers a genuinely unique gameplay experience. I would love to see this system implemented in other game settings. It has so much variety and replayability to offer, and while I can't recommend this game to people who are looking for a casual gaming experience, I can wholeheartedly recommend it to those who are looking for an immersive, choice-driven game with layers of narrative depth unseen in most video games. The writing and designs are so well thought out, it was incredibly easy to get lost in the strange world of Disco Elysium. I hope you all enjoyed the review. Don't forget to drop a like or hit that subscribe button if you're not already a member. And until next time, this is Game Ghost. Happy gaming.